we won't look at each other and say, hey, can you hear me? Welcome. Welcome to the pregame, everyone.
Hey.
Just a little bit early. I'm going to play this song because it was my whole week. Yep. Guess I'm meeting plain tonight. Drive through blues, paying my dues for a meal that ain't so grand. I have zero. This is my dance. At least it's not the middle finger.
Yeah, well, that's always a good thing.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and stop that music for now. We're a little bit early.
Yep.
I don't know if all your peeps are here, but that's fine. What do we got to talk about?
Well, what are we going to talk about? There has been so much this week. There's been so much.
Say hey first.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to SMUG Cast number 8.
9.
Sorry, we weren't 9.
9, I said, as I hold up 8 fingers.
Right,
9.
Exactly.
9. Because I'm a college graduate.
This is 9. Sorry we weren't here last week because things.
I was traveling. I was on tour.
Yeah, she was on tour. She was knocking them dead in the Ohio Valley this week. It was something else.
I didn't get hit by a tornado or nothing.
Well, yeah, it's a plus. It's always a plus to miss the tornado. So anyhow.
But hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. And if you're watching on the replay, thanks for joining us. If you're watching live, thanks for being here. We love you.
Yeah.
Except for Tim. Tim doesn't love anyone.
I do. Put words in my mouth.
He actually does. He actually does, because look what I got for my anniversary from my hubby. Look what I got. Stop self-snitching.
Right. And if you don't know where that comes from, check out
Bruce Rivers CLR.
CLR, Criminal Lawyer Responds. He's got a good thing going, and he's a criminal defense lawyer, so his motto is stop self-snitching.
He gets all these guys and women on video that just basically they write stuff down, they make videos of the shit, and then they go into the courtroom and wonder like, oh my God, they found me guilty. Holy crap.
How did that happen?
Hey, Sarah.
Wouldn't have left. Hey, Sarah, how you doing? Hey, yes, we're back. We're excited. Excited.
He never left. I did, but he did.
Yes. No,
Yeah, exactly. Show him your shirt, Tim. Show him your shirt.
It's the official
SMUG shirt.
SMUG shirt. SMUG for life.
Nice.
Because we are. And you can get it merch. You can check out our merch up there, here, right here. This one. Now, where am I pointing? This
up here.
She's got it. It's this one. No, right there. Okay.
Yeah. Nice.
So lots been going on this week. The search for a new
abode,
domicile, if you will, because if you're a sovereign citizen, you don't live in a given place. You domicile there.
Oh hell! Damn it! I wanted to play my song, my sovereign citizen theme song. Da 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 da. Sovereign people. Da 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 da. Stay away from me. Da 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 da. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Sorry.
Right. So anyway, we're looking for a new place, to live, and it's been an exercise in frustration, is putting it mildly. Because everything is so freaking expensive. even in little podunk towns. Not picking on any particular place. Yet.
Well, yeah, I mean, I knew it was going to be kind of expensive. It's a bit more. I mean, we found some that are reasonable, but there's always some sort of BS involved.
Right.
And mostly it's my big beef this week. I mean, like I have tons of them, but the whole thing of when you show an interest in an apartment complex and you really have to move and you really have to get on the ball, and then AI writes you back.
Right.
And do you have any questions? Just ask us. Okay, I got a question. I ask it a question. It's like, I don't know. We'll have to get a rep to talk to you. Can you just hold on a minute? I haven't heard shit.
Yeah, because
it's AI.
The AI assistant is like, ask me a question and I'll make up an answer for you.
Can you stick this up? That's my question. Can you stick this up?
Yeah.
Never mind. That's my question. But
Grok.
Do you like our lounge music?
Yes, it's very nice. It's very
I know, right?
nice.
Isn't it? There's a bluegrass version of this, you know.
Written and composed by you, I'm assuming, correct? More or less.
Yeah. Of course.
So, anyways, speaking of the apartment thing, you know, everybody wants a fee for having a fee kind of thing. And seriously, they want pet fees, which I kind of get, you know, but they want pet fees and they want.
If you're going to park off the street, if you're going to park in a little garage, it's like 30 more. And if you want to park in the parking garage, ooh, it's 45. Holy shit. We've arrived.
These places are very close to or are in a metropolitan area, which after 2 years of living in what amounts to, well, I don't call it the middle of nowhere, but it's definitely off the beaten path. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure I want to people all that much. I really just don't know about that at the moment.
You don't want to people?
I don't want to people. I put it up with enough people at the tech support ranch during the day. I was going to say,
isn't that your job?
Yeah, I know, but I don't want to do it when I'm not working.
Oh, wine. You want some cheese with that wine?
Yes. Brie, please, and maybe some Gruyere if you've got it.
I'll get right on that.
Crackers if you have them. A little bit of wine.
Right on that,
a little bit of more wine. There is a bottle on the shelf up there, so just bring that down and I'll get tanked while we're talking. But we can't really do that. So
sometimes I'm proud of you.
Only sometimes.
Yeah.
So
we've applied to a few, and you know you get on Zillow or like realtor.com, but Zillow is where all of these have come from. If you express your interest in an apartment complex, we'll let them know. Okay, great. Go ahead and let them know. I don't mind talking to somebody because that's why I'm contacting them, but they don't. It's AI.
Right.
AI texts you back. And it clogs up clogs up my fucking text messages. Piss me off.
Yeah, well, since we've been applying, my email is just overflowing with. Yeah. Well, if you like this,
you'll love these 10.
You'll love this one. And then you open it up and say, well, what kind of place is it? And you look at the rent, you get a nosebleed. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, because it's not really the rent that's the problem. It's the extras that they try to add on. Because the last one that I basically went over there to actually see, it was like $1,800. I mean, and that's a lot. But for the area, because it's like Cincinnati Metro, it's actually not that bad. But they add on like the utilities, and which I don't mind the utilities, but then the pet fee, then the parking fee, then the mail fee, then the laundry fee, then the groundskeeping fee, then the gym membership, and then this membership, and it's like fuck that.
Who has
that money?
Walking the path fee and the dog park fee.
Fuck yes. So I go into this apartment. I told Tim this, and it's still kind of a joke. I mean. Don't get me wrong, the apartment complex, the grounds were beautiful. But my thing is, I'm not living on the effing grounds. It's nice to drive up to see what you're paying for, but I don't live, on the grass. I can't look at it. So the apartment I was looking at, it was a smaller one, and it was in the back of the complex, in the back of the building, in the back of the complex. And the guy said, cute little guy, he's doing his best, he didn't know.
Dad.
He didn't know. He's a cute little guy. He gets in a golf cart, and this dude who brought around the golf cart, he's giving me like looks of fucking death. It's like, especially when I left, I took my piece of paper up when I left. It didn't go well. We'll get to that. But dude was giving me like looks of death, like he was like Igor, and looking at me like you left our fucking apartment building. Damn you, woman. So, anyway, little Chad, we rotate on over to the little apartment, We did. We rotated. He said, get in the car. He has this golf cart, and I said, hey, dude. He says, what? I said, you ever take this off any sweet jumps? And he says, no, I tried. I said, you ever seen the movie Napoleon Dynamite? Because, I have to ask because, that's a really old movie now. Kids haven't seen that. Most of them. And we got there, and he got all excited about it. He's like, wait till you see this apartment. It's like, shit, it's going to be great. So I get in there, and it's a typical apartment. I mean, it had its good things about it, but as I went in one of the back bedrooms, like the third bedroom, and I told Tim this, I said, the windows had so much condensation on them, you would need to put a towel under there. I could see a definite mold problem happening with that. And I was thinking to myself, if Tim came back and said, hey, wait a minute, I gotta imitate you. Hey, I found this building, I found this apartment, and here's this room, and I'm putting you in it. I told him I would look at him and say, fuck you, I'm not going in there. So I know that I would put him in there because, he's got all kinds of, well, look at his stuff. He's got
look, it's all packed up.
Well, they could see some stuff. Look. Yeah, he's packed up most of his electronics, but he's still got the pizza monitoring thing back there on the screen where you monitor the pizzas.
My ham radio thing, yeah. My ham clock.
Oh, sorry, wrong meat. So the guy's showing me this apartment, and he points out the back door. He says, basically, I told Tim this last night. I said they gotten like the garden fencing, like the little ones with the loops on it. It's about yay tall, and it looks really chintzy. It looks really bad. And they had gotten this, and they had put it around like a 3 foot by 3 foot space. And the guy's like, that's a dog park area. And he literally had thrown 3 handfuls of hay in the middle of the space. And he's like, that's a dog park. I said, it's not a dog park, dude. It's 3 handfuls of hay and a chintzy fence. So, so it didn't go well. And I told him, I said, Chad, you've been lovely, my dear, but you're it's a little high on the hog for my, unsophisticated tastes. And he was going to charge like $1,000 for the pet deposit, or no, $650, $700, something like that. It was really outlandish, but by the time we got done, what had been an $1,800 apartment ended up being like a $2,300 apartment.
Yeah.
And we're paying close to that now, and that's why we want to get out of here. So I said, Chad, it's been real, my friend.
Yeah, and this is the place that had the $1,000 pet fee, isn't it?
Yeah. And so, wait, Chad redeemed himself. I mean, the dog park thing still kind of sucks ass, but Chad's got nothing to do with that shit. So Chad writes me back. How you guys doing? You guys doing okay? You doing okay? And I was, hi, Chad. How you doing? And I, if you and your husband decide, because I talked to my landlord or my property manager, they're going to replace those windows. I'm thinking, well, fuck, they should. Holy shit, that's a big problem.
Well, my guess is they're going to try and fix the seal and just jam a whole bunch of expandable foam in there and say, oh, but it's fixed.
Yeah. You know what I thought? I thought they'll just get used windows.
Right.
I bet you they have some from another unit.
Right.
That was my thought on it. So I got another cool little message from Chad today. Hi, how you doing? You guys doing okay? You guys doing okay?
Yes, we are.
Well, let me know. If your husband and you decided yet? Because I blamed everything on Tim, because of course I did. Because when I was there.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, why not?
I called him and I said, hey, because poor little Chad was trying to give me like the used car salesman routine. And so I said, I got to call my husband. Now, Tim, when have I ever listened to you in my life?
Well, yeah.
Never. So I said, I got to call my husband. I'm calling. And Chad's like, oh, no, you take your time. I said, thank you, I will. As soon as she said that, he's like, I'll just be over here. We'll just be over here.
And they're all, what's she saying?
I know, right?
As you're on the phone.
And so I had to take my, I started filling out the paperwork before I had called Tim. And we just got to the point, we just decided that no way. Because I told little Chad in his little Chad shorts. I told him, I said, listen, homeboy, here's what's up. I said, I have a lot of musical instruments. And I said, we need to keep the humidity at a certain level. And with a window like that, it's not, even if it's a separate room, it's not going to happen. I said, furthermore, I said, that's a structural damage issue, man.
Right, exactly.
Go ahead.
So, what was I going to say?
Sorry, I got interrupted by Spike.
How? He's right here.
I know, I can hear him. I thought he was up here.
No. I keep going because it just gone.
Well, I told him that, and I'd already started to fill it out, and I took the paper with me because I'm really weird like that. I mean, if I start filling something out, especially if it's got my personal info on it, I'm taking it with me and I'm going to shred it in the car. Well, it's still in my purse, but I took it with me, and it was one of those things that I fear that I may have acted faster than I should have. I should have been a little bit more polite and said, I thanked him for his time. But I basically got up, snatched the paper. I didn't mean to, and got it the hell out of there. And the guy who brought the golf cart around, he was looking at me like, he kind of looked like Ted Bundy. If Ted Bundy was pissed at you, he had this frown on his face. It's like he missed his cigarette break. He's like, I can't even do it. But he was really pissed at me. It's like, why are you pissed at me? You run the golf cart.
Right, exactly. You get paid X amount of dollars. You get paid X amount of dollars to zip around in a golf cart. I mean, that's dream employment, in my opinion. Yeah. What do you get?
Cart boy, get back to it. So I felt like leaving and saying bye.
So
but I didn't.
The whole search for a new place to live is just
frustrating.
Yeah, that is an adjective I would use. I'm not sure frustrating expresses the depth of the.
This is why people turn evil.
Experience. No, this is why people drink too much, or not enough. It depends on your point of view, I suppose.
Or you drink and then turn evil.
There's that.
I would.
So we're hoping to nail down a place soon, in the next week, because there's so much going on that things
depends
have to
on it.
Yeah, I mean,
we gotta hire a moving truck. We gotta hire moving guys or girls, depending. I'm not prejudiced. I don't give a shit. gotta make arrangements for our cats to ride the 10 hours. We gotta figure out, we're gonna stop. We gotta figure out the electricity, the utilities gotta be put in our name. We gotta do this, we gotta do that, we gotta do this. We gotta dance a jig. We gotta, I don't know.
So anyway, moving on. Her T-shirt, the "Stop Yourself Snitching," brings us to the criminal element, if you will. I don't know. Speaking of I don't know if anybody knows. Our audience knows. I'm sure most of you have heard of the Adelsons and the Dan Markel murder.
Oh shit! Do I have any music for that? Oh yeah, we got Night Driving. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. And
so if nobody's familiar, this murder happened like 10 years ago, but the principals have only now started to go to trial after 10 years. Mm-hmm. So Dan Markel was this guy who was a FSU professor in Tallahassee.
I'm getting pictures.
And he was murdered in his car, shot and killed in his driveway as he was in his car getting ready to go to work because he was gonna move his kids. It was from Miami to Tallahassee, correct?
The ex-wife wanted to, yeah.
Yes. Okay, from Tallahassee to Miami. That's what the ex-wife wanted to do.
I was trying to find a picture of all of these skeevy-looking people.
So, in order to facilitate that, they figured that, hey, Dan's in the way. Listen, I know a guy. We can take care of this. Don't worry about it.
No, you didn't. Wait a minute. Because it was a woman. It was a woman. Hey, I know a guy. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So they planned this thing like they'd just gotten the idea from an episode of Miami Vice or The Rookie or Law and Order or something.
It had to be Miami Vice because I just don't understand how a normal person thought that any of this shit was going to work.
And they hire a couple of
sleazy hitmen
who drive in a Prius.
No, they don't. Okay, here's a quandary. Is it worse to own a Prius or to rent one and drive it voluntarily?
Right. They drove the Prius from Miami to Tallahassee. They rented it, and it had a toll sticker on the windshield.
Yeah.
Just galaxy brain here.
And what I loved is that the guy that signed the paperwork, he put the other guy's information on it. So dude was like, he had no chance.
Right, exactly.
Well, he did have a chance. Unfortunately, he had 3 chances to be exact. They tried like a dry run of this like 3 times.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like at any given time between Tallahassee and fucking Miami, you could have turned around at any given time. This is what gets me, and it's so freaking sad because I mean, there's kids involved. Like Tim was saying, there's kids involved, man.
Right. But these clowns, I don't.
What's the Spanish word for clowns?
I don't know.
Can you just say pendejo?
Well, yeah, pendejo. There we go.
Pendejos.
And so they have this Prius with the toll sticker on it that's telling them everywhere they went. Yeah. I mean, it was pretty obvious they were on street cameras and they got tagged by license plate readers, and the rental company was able to keep track of the car's location. Yeah, they're tooling around in the Prius, and it was their getaway car. I mean, I would have at least rented a Camry because it goes.
Yeah, we debated on what's the worst possible car to rent as far as your getaway car, and we figured the Prius was up there because what's the sound, Tim? No, the other one.
Kills her every time. I don't get it. But that was the Tesla they forgot to charge between Miami and Tallahassee
because it's running out of
getaway.
It was accurate. It was running out of battery.
Right. Guess we ain't going anywhere, pal. Here come the cops. Give it some gas.
Right. I mean, like I said, you would have had a better time, if you fucking Fred Flintstone did, if you had your feet
Yeah,
going
exactly.
underneath the thing.
So one of the family members, Charlie Adelson, was convicted last year.
Last year.
Okay.
The trial was so bad. It was so bad. I mean, go ahead.
And the two hitmen were before that, plus the woman who was the accomplice who facilitated the I know a guy bit.
Yeah.
And so now the mother of the family matriarch, Donald Adelson is going to trial.
Right, they're calling it the matriarch mastermind murder trial, and it's like this woman literally washed money because someone told her the money was dirty.
Right, so it was.
She ain't no mastermind.
She's such a mastermind. She threw it in. I want to know what she used, all temperature cheer, what she used to wash the money. I don't know.
Because the little Spanish girl that was like I'm sorry, y'all. The little girl who was the intermediary, she got the money. She's like, she called the main guy who shot the other guy, the victim.
Yeah, the hitman.
This money's moldy. Well, he's like, well, I don't know. Dry it out with the hairdryer. It's moldy. So she went and got a boob job. Because that's what you do.
You get paid for a murder, you go get a new rack, apparently.
Fuck yeah. That's what you do. I mean, if you don't have one.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my wife. Anyway.
Hey. I gotta have something to be proud of. Go ahead.
But it just the ineptitude of these people. I don't know what any of them were thinking, or they weren't thinking. Not that I could plan a murder, because I haven't the foggiest notion. I'd even think about committing a crime and Mr. Metzger, I could see it right then, hello, is this, men in dark suits in my front door asking inconvenient questions. That's what would happen.
Number one, we couldn't do it. Number two, we would laugh our asses off to the point that it would be the time would be gone.
Right, exactly.
We wouldn't want to do it anymore.
Exactly.
Well, you wouldn't get a Prius. I think we're all set up.
No, we wouldn't. We wouldn't. Our next door neighbor's golf cart would probably be faster than the Prius. It just wouldn't have the mileage,
Well, they might as well have got a smart car. I don't know.
They could have mowed some lawns on the way with the optional blower and bag attachments, apparently.
So the mother's trial is like they're picking a jury, like they started yesterday.
Yeah. And
now, granted, this was going on 12 years ago now that this man got shot. I don't know anything about the man. I hear he was a dick to some people. He was nice to some other people. That's all we know. It's none of my business. My thing is, I don't care who you are. No one deserves that shit. I could speak for myself. I don't know. You could do your own thing. But listen, I hated my ex. Would I have ever done that? No. And I'll tell you why. Tim, you know why. Do you know why? Because I thought somebody was going to do it for me. He was going to piss off the wrong person. My ex was. And I wouldn't have to do a damn thing. That was kind of my whole thing about it.
Right.
So Charlie, hold on, let's go back a bit. You got the mother's trial, who's starting now. She tried to get on a plane to Vietnam because there's no extradition.
Right.
Too bad they caught her, because guess what? Snooze, you lose. She waited until Charlie was convicted, and then she's like,
now it's a good time to leave the country.
I think I want some Vietnam food, Vietnamese food.
I think I need some pho. Food,
I need some Vietnamese food, and I think I need to go there to get it. It just won't do it to go to the strip mall. I got to rotate over there. So.
I want to go and get the actual authentic banh mi. That's what she wanted.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't? I mean, come on. So they catch her at the airport last year or whenever. I think she's been in jail like 2 years waiting this trial, because she and her son had the same attorney, and who breathing does not realize that's a conflict of interest.
Right. Right.
And so they waited until the day the trial was supposed to start last year, and they said, wow, it's a conflict of interest. No.
We can't have that. And so, yeah.
Who would have known? So they had to change lawyers up and everything like that. And so Charlie got this dude.
And Charlie was the guy who
he Miami Viced it. Yeah.
The guy who facilitated the whole thing. He was messing around with the girl who knew the hitmen. He stapled his money together. I mean, he was just a weirdo.
So he told the court that because he was pretty well caught. Everybody knew it. I mean, everybody wanted to see how he's going to get out of this shit because he wasn't. And he's like, well, he's trying to say that the two sleazy hitmen that he hired were in the group the Latin Kings, and they were trying to extort him. That's why he kept all this money in his safe. But of course, he's like selling steroids and shit on the side, and he thinks he's like R. Kelly or some shit. So, hold on. So yeah, he was saying, well, the Latin Kings, they're gonna kill me. They're trying to extort me, and my girlfriend Katie. Oh shit! Well, she was gonna take the money to them so they wouldn't kill me. Oh really? How does that all work exactly? And not only that, but he's like, and they're like, well, what did you do after you gave Katie the money? Oh, we took a Xanax and went to bed together.
Okay.
Because
he was given,
when someone's extorting you,
you go to sleep.
You automatically want to take a Xanax and screw the person, and then have a good night with them, right?
Right.
It was just the most ridiculous thing.
Yeah, and I hope they all go to jail for a very, very long time because they're all crappy people. But yeah, we watch a lot of the true crime. She more than me. A lot of the criminal analysis stuff and what's the other one? The Behavior Panel. Those guys.
Yeah, I love those guys.
Boy, you want 4 guys. They call themselves a Behavior Panel. They are
body
language experts. They're professional interrogators. They're Army. A couple of them are Army veterans. They're all law enforcement. One of them does the English guy does all the stuff like that for the G7. So these are connected guys.
Explain what that is. Explain what the G7 is.
The G7. The economic people.
I know, but your audience doesn't.
I'm sure they do. They're smart people. They're smart people. They're watching us. They know all this stuff. So, and they will play videos of interrogations, and they will analyze what the person's behavior, and it's the stuff they see that we don't because we don't know.
Yeah,
is pretty amazing, but. So yeah, look them up. The Behavior Panel. They're
Charlie Adelson's episode was arguably one of the most laugh riot ones we've seen because it was just so bad. He's sitting there trying to say that the Latin Kings are going to extort him, but they wanted to do a monthly payment plan.
Yeah, because they do that. They bring a contract and say, well, here's our monthly extortion plan. And for just this much, we will, if you miss a payment, we will only break one knee. But if you don't sign the contract, it's both. It's how it works.
So if y'all are just joining us, we're discussing the Adelson trial, and I'll just do a quick recap. There was a professor down in Florida, Tallahassee. His name is Dan Markell. Sorry. I'm so sorry for Dan. And he was married to this woman named Wendy Adelson. And Wendy Adelson had this mama who's Donna Adelson. And Donna Adelson, before they all met Dan, because they're all Jewish, they were looking for a nice Jewish young man for little Wendy, because she's the golden girl. She's the golden girl. Nice rack, So,
Peggy, there are children watching.
Hey! Don't call me by my real name.
Oh, I can't do that. AA.
Thank you.
Behave yourself.
I will, maybe. So they found poor Dan Markel, poor guy. He just never had a chance. These two women found him, and look at him. He's perfect. He's perfect. He's not old at all. And so Dan and Wendy met each other. They really, for all intents and purposes, for what everybody says, they hit it off. Well, they of course end up getting married. They had two boys, 2 kids, and now it's coming out. They're both lawyers, by the way. So Wendy was this. I can't
remember, but he was a law professor at FSU.
He was a law professor, very well renowned. He had written papers and so forth and so on. Wendy, part of the deal was that if he was to work at the university, part of his deal with the university was, hey, my wife's an attorney too, bring her on. And so they give her some little piddly pissant busy work shit just to keep her on staff. And she wrote this damn ass book that basically was supposed to be a I don't know what you would call it. It sucked. Whatever it was, but basically it was a book about her. She just changed the character names. And it's like a book about her. And she lived with this terrible man. Man treated her terribly. Never would, do anything nice for her. Nothing like that. I mean, she really nailed him. They changed the names, right? Anybody who read the book said, wow, is this you and Dan by chance? Oh, no, it's not me. It's not me. I'm too cute. No, it's not me. So it was. We all fucking know it. So at any rate, she divorces Dan. And then first off, Wendy and the Adelsons used to live down in Miami. Dude had a job in Tallahassee. So she had to live in Tallahassee, and they all had to live in Tallahassee in a little weirdo house with the little weirdo kids and a little weirdo dog or whatever the hell. And she hates Tallahassee. She tells everybody she knows she fucking hates Tallahassee. Doesn't want to live in Tallahassee. I could relate. I do the same thing about Omaha. But basically, one day she just up and leaves. Doesn't tell him or anything. He's away at some conference. He comes home. There's divorce papers on his bed. Cold, right? Cold. Now, Tim, if I was gone, you'd know it because I'd have to play a joke on you when I left. But.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So at any rate, so she leaves, and I think she still has to do her professor thing in the area. And who knew, they go through a whole legal thing where it's a really bad custody battle for the kids. And he wasn't going to relent to her schedule or whatever the hell she wants. She wants to go to Miami with the kids. He was not going to relent.
Nope.
And so they're just about ready to finish the final hearing on it when, gasp, guess what happens?
He was murdered.
Guess what happens, Tim? He was murdered.
He was murdered, exactly.
He was.
Well, that's convenient.
Yeah, and before it was
idea.
And before it was even broadcast to the news, Wendy showed up over at the scene of the crime.
Yeah,
even though she wasn't supposed to know about it.
Right.
Didn't ask about where the kids were. Didn't ask. Oh, and before all that happened, Brother Charlie had a cute little joke about Wendy's divorce. He said, listen, and you got to laugh at this, even if you don't want to. I was going to hire you a hitman, but a TV's cheaper. He literally said that. So yeah, that was his big joke, and everybody knows it. And Wendy told everyone, and it's a big mess. At any rate,
yeah.
The mother and Charlie basically co-conspired together, and everybody knew that they had something to do with it. So the police department, after how many years, basically reinvigorated the case by starting it up again and freaking all of them out. Charlie ran his mouth. He's now in jail because of or prison. I'm sorry. in, I think, South Dakota, actually, Tim. So if you want to visit, now would be the time to do
sure.
it before
Yeah,
we leave.
I'll go see my buddy Dan. Yeah.
No, Charlie.
Charlie, whatever. Yeah, Charlie.
So the mother, the matriarch of the family, is on trial starting this week.
Yeah.
And we hope that the outcome is the same, because honestly, she doesn't appear to have been a nice person. Knock on wood.
Right. And I don't know.
Sorry, Tim.
I watch these people. We watch these shows. Watch these people get in trouble. Mm-hmm. And I wonder what made them think they would get away with anything. And I'm talking about any of the cases we've watched from the.
You can't.
I mean, when you step out of your house, you are on somebody's camera. When you drive down the street, you're on somebody's camera. Your phone tracks every move you make. And so it's like don't do it, folks.
The last guy, Craig, is it Daniel Craig, Joseph Craig, somebody Craig, guy who poisoned his wife.
Right.
He fucking did it he looked up stuff from his own dentist office.
Yeah, and the funny thing was Charles, or that Adelson guy, was a periodontist. I mean, what is it with? And there's another case or two out there where where they're in the dental profession. It's like, what's up with those guys?
I tell you, it's a hard profession. But the thing is like, these people, the family, they were millionaires. Mm-hmm. It was the father's dentist practice. Charlie was one of these people who went from place to place in the state, basically on order. And he was like raking in the money, man. And it's like, what the fuck did you think that, oh, hey, I'm not like this guy. Let's just hire a sleazy hitman. Sorry.
Well, and this goes back to this. I mean, look, this day and age, and it doesn't matter what you're doing. If you make any kind of, I've said this before, there are people out there who really, really need to take well, not administered by me. I'm not into that. But anyhow, they really need a remedial course in how money works.
Stop self-snitching.
Right. Because I will get, I deal a lot with unrecognized charges and gift card scams and all that kind of crap. And I'll get people who will call me up and say, well, I didn't make this charge. And I'm going through my stuff here. And I'm going, yeah, you did.
Did your butt?
You did.
Did your butt dial it?
No, well, they'll sit there and say, well, my 4-year-old daughter got a hold of my phone and she downloaded a $79.99 a week booty app. Sure. Sure. Yeah, your 4-year-old did that. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
4-year-old said, look at that.
And that's the thing. So many apps now, and y'all got to watch this, whether it's the App Store, Apple App Store you're doing, the Microsoft Store, well, that's a Mac on your computer rather, but in the Google Play Store, there are so many apps that are weekly, and they don't exactly tell you it's weekly.
Or I love the ones, and I had a couple like this too. And actually, StreamYard is one of these that they will give you a choice, but it's grayed out. You could pay monthly or yearly, but the monthly is grayed out, so you don't see it right up front. And so you just see subscribe, and you click here. Oh, that's $189 for a year due right now. And it's like, exactly. I don't think so.
But, and I had one a couple weeks ago, and I think I told you about this, and maybe we covered it. Dude trying to hide purchases because apparently his wife found his booty apps. And he's like, well, he's asking me all these questions, and he's expecting like bro code out of me. Like I'm going to somehow back him up. I'm like, dude, you're swinging in the wind by yourself, my friend. And you can hear his wife in the background go, yeah, tech support guy ain't going to help you, is he? I'm like, nope, sorry, bud. You're on your own. Bro code does not apply here. Because he was like, yeah, it can happen, right? I mean, it's like, but it can happen. Not in my years of experience doing this. No, I've never seen that. And you could just hear him deflate. and you could hear the ice in the wife's voice. Tech support guy ain't gonna help you, is he? And you could just, and if I was standing there watching him, I'm sure the color drained from his face, and he just went, "Oh crap!"
And she probably
he
said,
knew he was dead. He knew he was a
for
dead
my
man.
lawyer.
Yeah, that's probably what
my
came
lawyer.
back.
Yeah.
And the best part, and I'm going to go back to when I was a 911 operator in Cicero in Illinois. Cicero police used to do these prostitution stings. And the best part, what they would do is
you cut out, babe. You cutting out.
Why? This
now
is a good story. Okay.
Now
so they would work up and down Cicero Avenue, where the No-Tell Motel and the Bob Stick It In are at. And
really?
Well, that's what it's called.
What is it?
The No-Tell Motel right next to Bob Stick It In.
Okay.
And they're the ladies of the evening, to put it politely, would be walking up and down, and they would some of the police department's female officers would be out there doing the thing, dressed up, and they would solicit these guys. And if they got busted, not only did they have to pay a $1,500 fine, their car got impounded, and they're all in jail, right? Whatever it was,
they can't motate,
right? So the best part though of that was when we were in the office the next day, and the fiancés and wives and mothers are calling us, and this one lady's like, you can't hold my fiance because all he was doing was pumping gas. And I'm sitting there going,
that's not what he's
pumping. He's trying to pump something, my dear, and it was not gas.
Nice.
And they busted a guy who was driving his boss's car, and they busted a guy from the railroad who was driving his railroad truck because he was a signal maintainer or something like that. And it's just, I wanted to be a fly on the wall in these houses when these men got home.
I want to hear some dude that, like, the old cartoons that they have the push carts.
Yeah.
I want to see some guy like get caught with prostitution, like on a push cart on the railroad, and he tries to get. That's how he tries to get away.
Exactly. Yeah. And it was the things that we were hearing, and these excuses these men were making, and I wanted to go down to the holding cells and go, dudes, you effed up. You are busted. You're busted. You're busted. I want to be sitting there eating popcorn while you're sitting there with your spouse, your fiance, your girlfriend, or your parents. That's gonna even be better. Get busted with dad's car.
Here's my impersonation of you, Tim, before marriage to me. Here's my impersonation of you. When you go down to the jail, you go down to the jail, you motate, and you're talking to people and say, man, you fucked up. Hey, baby. Your hubby's in jail. Your hubby's in jail. I'm free.
And I got a uniform too, isn't that? Anyway, but we would all sit there. It's like we wanted to.
What?
Oh, we were about to lose a cat out there. Yeah, the cat
happened?
He's on the post, but it just kind of did a thing.
And we likes to live on the edge.
We would all plug into the console where those calls were being taken, so we could, because the way it was set up, we could do it with the computers, and we'd all just sit there on mute and just listen to it. And it's like, man, this is good stuff. Because the excuses these women were, well, my husband would never do that. Dear,
he would.
Guess what? He did.
Yeah.
And so I was doing a ride along one night with one of the officers because we had to do ride-alongs occasionally just so we could see things from their side, and they would have to sit in the 911 center with us so they could see how we did stuff. And so the officer took me up and down where these women ply their trade, and I'm looking at him going, ew, really? And he's like, yeah, man. I'm like, no, not even with my worst enemies. I'm sorry. I don't care if I was wearing a suit of armor. I'm not touching that.
Well, that's good to know.
It just, I don't. That is something, and I'm not going to get moralistic here. That is something that is just beyond me. I can't fathom.
So okay.
Handing out some cash. I mean, look, it's like strip clubs. Strip clubs are the same way. You go to a strip club, watch a woman take off her clothes. You bring your own booze to most of them, and you're spending money by sticking in their G-string thing.
So wait.
But
wait a minute. Tim don't like Prius. Tim don't like hose. Okay, go ahead.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, what's the point in going to one? Because you go to the club, watch all this women doing their gyrations.
Oh, yeah.
Drinking your booze. You're handing out your money. You go home drunk, broke, and horny. What the hell is the good in that?
Oh, God, I hate it. Don't you?
I mean, you started out having a good evening. You were sober. You weren't all up in your head.
You had money.
Thinking about it. You had money.
You had singles to get home.
Right. And now you're out of the strip club. You're drunk, you're broken, you're horny. Now what do? You ain't got nothing.
You call Tim.
Why even bother?
You call Tim like I did. Just kidding.
Because you're for something, you know. When you got the mad
I didn't
skills,
do that for the record.
When you got the mad skills. Anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my take. You can qualify. That could be Tim's rant for tonight. It's just something that
Tim don't like Prius. Tim don't like hose. Tim don't like stripper clubs.
Nope.
Tim don't like what? Oh, people.
In general, yeah. I mean, I love humanity. It's people that get on my nerves. I'm just, it's humor, folks. It's blown off stress from work. Anyway.
Look what your daughter said.
Yeah, I told her the same things about strip clubs when she was a teenager because I don't get it.
No, wait.
And I don't want to hear somebody try and educate me on it because really, I don't get it.
Wait a minute. I got a strip club story.
Oh, go for it.
I actually do. I used to date someone, you know who this is, probably, but you probably don't remember the exact context. Before he dated me, before we started dating, not Tim, want to make that clear, not Tim. Before I was dating this guy, and he told me that he used to hang out at strip clubs. And it's like, okay. My thing is, listen, what you did before me, as long as you're not hurting yourself or someone else, I mean, whatever, dude. Yeah, I used to date some of the strippers over there.
And
like he was taking them to dinner and like spending all this money on him. Like he was one of these guys that, she loves me. She loves me. We got a thing. We're like this. Like they were going to the Waffle House and all kind of shit. He was really spending a lot of money on her.
Oh yeah, the awful waffle. Yeah, that's
I don't understand. I don't understand. I'm sorry. I mean, you guys, I don't get it. Some of you guys who do this, they don't love you. They don't love you.
You mean standing in front of me and taking off their clothes isn't a sign of love? Who would have known? My dear.
It was my stomach.
Oh, okay.
If it was my boobs, we'd be getting a lot of money. It was my stomach. Well, I don't know. I mean, it worked for me. I mean, you married me, right?
Well,
but I wasn't swinging from a pole or nothing, but you know.
It was more than the obvious accoutrement, as you would put it.
Accoutrement, yes, one of my favorite words. But yeah, so at any rate, but yeah, and I learned, and I'm not going to say what company that I used to work for, but some of you know, some of you don't. I'm not going to say it. I learned that my former boss, who I really liked, she was a talented lady back in her youth, and she was able to have a dancing career. Let's just say that.
Yeah, let's just say that.
Let's just say that.
So,
what else has gone on this week that you're kind of ticked at?
Well, the weather isn't helping,
Yeah.
but because it's been air you can wear all week out here.
Mhm.
It's just between the corn sweat and the humidity and the lack
Corn
of a
sweat?
breeze. Yes, because they call it evapotranspiration. The moisture
Of
from
course.
the farm fields gets into the air and
Corn sweat, huh?
corn sweat, which isn't like boob sweat. It's different.
Okay.
It's agricultural versus. Never mind.
Let me tell you what let me pass along to my people who's ever listening. Let me talk about my trips through McDonald's this past week.
Yes.
I wrote a song about it, as you can hear in the background. I discovered that if you hold on, I can't talk with all this going on. So I learned that if you go through the McDonald's drive-through, that you can get a Happy Meal with a cheeseburger, and if you get extra fries, basically it's the equivalent to a small fry, and you get like a little Coke with it, and you get a little toy with it. It's kind of cool sometimes, but basically it's $5. Now, if you order a cheeseburger plain and a medium fry and a Coke, it's $9.50. $9.50 for a cheeseburger, fries, and a medium Coke. What is wrong with America? That is what is wrong with America. Thank you.
And she has spoken.
I have spoken.
Well, and speaking of things getting out of hand, and I don't know, it's kind of been all over the news that Vegas is in real trouble apparently because it's so slow down there. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was some stuff on X and Twitter and all that. X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Elon's playground. People who were visiting Vegas were posting photos of the menus and what some of this crap costs.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this one, and I can't remember the name, but it was a resort, and at the pool, you could order poolside drinks. 12 bottles of Miller Lite. The bucket of 12 bottles was $59.
Wow.
If you wanted an entire case for all your buddies to drink, $290. A whole pizza was $80 or $12.99 a slice. And if you're in your hotel room and you want to use your mini fridge, just scan this QR code and it's $25. But everybo's like, oh yeah, Trump because of his tariffs. It's like, how in the hell would tariffs affect Vegas anyway?
Yeah, that's not Trump.
It's the prices are. Besides, if you want to gamble now, you just do it on your computer. Who the hell needs to go to the desert any longer? I've been in Vegas twice, but I've been there to shoot airplane pictures. Just so you know, it's because Nellis Air Force Base is right outside of Vegas, and they have the red flag exercise every year. And my youngest son and I went down there in February because that's red flag 1 for that year, and shot some airplane pictures. But I was at the Luxor. I did go to a casino. I looked like a lost little boy because the security people came up to me. It's like, sir, are you okay? I'm like, because I'm sitting in the casino like a 5-year-old going, wow, because I've never seen one. I've never been there. No desire to go. But I'm just looking around. It was kind of fun. It was interesting. And watching all these desperate people playing slot machines like their month's rent resided on the next pull.
It probably did.
And this security guard comes up to you. He literally asked me, says, sir, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, sure. Believe it or not, this is my first time here. And he's like, oh, yeah, okay. Are you sure? You okay? Can I get you anything? Can I call anybody? No, I'm fine. Trust me, I'm fine. Just never.
Is your tag in your jacket?
Yeah, exactly. It was that kind of thing. And he's like, every time I said I've never been here, he's looking at me like, what are you talking about? You've never been here? So I went and played some slots. I lost $20 and called it a night. I mean, we don't need a repeat of the Intellivision fiasco. Let's just leave it like that.
Hell no. No, I mean, there's so many broken dreams and shattered hopes. You can't.
Vegas is glitz. It's glamour. There's a lot of cool stuff. I enjoyed the strip. The street, not the act.
The song by Adam Ant.
Right. And and when we were there in 2020, 2021, I think were the 2 years we went, 2021 was better than 2020. But we stayed at a hotel off the strip because we were right by the airport, so we could watch planes, because that's more important to me.
Sure.
But when it's really kind of cool, and you can see the history, the hotels and everything, and you can imagine Frank Sinatra and Elvis and the Rat Pack and all those guys. So there's that appeal, that nostalgic appeal. But you go one block either side of that neighborhood, and man, it is acres of broken people, crappy apartments, and that's the thing that got me, was the difference between the glitz and the glamour, and then just, I'm sorry, I'll spend $5 on the lottery once a week sometimes, and that's as far as I'm gonna go.
Well, didn't you won a lot of lottery this year, didn't you?
Yeah, about $60 worth.
Hey, that's better than what I did.
Yeah, but I probably spent $200.
Well, let's talk about what the real money, the real problem, Monopoly Go. Let's talk about the real financial issues.
Yes, the Monopoly Go game, which I briefly got very interested in playing. Let's just put it that way.
I actually turned you on to it, so I guess I have myself to blame.
And that's a whole nother episode. And I'm not gonna, but some of those games, they just, and I deal with people daily when it comes to, and you look at their subscriptions and there's purchases, and it's, Roblox and what's some of the other bigger ones, The Last War and Fortnite. These mobile games,
Battleground, whatever.
And these mobile games these people are playing, the amount of money they spend on them in a given time, it's their money. They can do whatever they want. But the addictive thing about it, and I had to stop Monopoly because I was like, gotta play, gotta roll. Oh, I'm out of rolls. Oh my gosh, money. Oh crap, I don't have enough. Credit card, and then you look at your credit card statement, it's like, what the hell did I spend $300 in the app store? What was that all about? And you're calling support, is like, I don't recognize this charge. And they're like me at the other end, they're like, your 4-year-old do that?
Yeah.
13 times this month?
14? Hey, Timothy.
Yes.
Guess what? It's that magical.
It's time to go again. And I was just hitting my stride.
No. One more thing.
Yes, dear.
I want you to tell everybody what's the best music that you heard this week.
Yours?
No, I don't count, but thank you.
Oh,
I don't have any money to give you. Sorry.
Oh. The stuff we were watching earlier today.
I was just going to say that, and I wanted to also say that I realized that it's how many years after the fact. This was the first time today that I heard Dire Straits' Telegraph Road.
Wow.
And what was that album? When was that album? Like the 70s, 80s?
78. So if you want to see a hell of a performance,
life-changing.
Telegraph Road, the Alchemy Tour from 1983. At the Hammersmith Odeon in London. The song Telegraph Road is just, well, of course, Mark Knopfler's amazing, but that song is just amazing. The guitar work, it can reduce people to tears, I'm telling you.
I think that we should start having a reaction to music channel, an appreciation channel, if you would. Mm-hmm. Again, life-changing. I never thought I would say that about a piece of music. I've always kind of loved Mark Knopfler, but this was literally life-changing. I mean, this is probably my top guitar solo on my list of guitar solos that I like at this point.
Because of his technique, he uses his fingers. Mm-hmm. So he produces a much different sound than those of us who sit there and pick, because I can't finger pick because I'm.
Well, he does a lot of double stops and harmonies, and like I was trying to point out to you, I mean, and mostly where you don't expect them. So he's getting those notes that you wouldn't expect normally anybody to get.
Right.
And that's, to me, that the beauty, like I said, is, hold on, go ahead.
In a guitar solo, and this is me talking, a guitar solo is not a bunch of notes in rapid succession. Any good guitar solo is, like you had commented earlier today, my dear.
I was gonna find the comment.
Putting the right note in the right place to evoke a feeling out of, because there's guitar solos I can listen to, and and I don't know if anybody's aware of, and I'm sure you are, because if you know it if you've heard it, Cliffs of Dover by Eric Johnson.
Oh, sorry.
And that is, I cannot help but be in a good mood listening to that song, listening to that whole thing, because it's bright, it's jumpy, and the solo, this entire song is a solo, it's instrumental, but the guitar work is just so spot on, and you have to listen to it. You look up that, if you Eric Johnson, Cliffs of Dover, it's really phenomenal in my opinion.
My comment.
But go ahead.
Sorry,
no,
my comment.
Go ahead.
We saw this on a reaction channel. The channel is called Molly Boy TV, and he's a young dude. He was a hip hop guy, and over in, I'm guessing, England.
Yeah.
Hold on. I lost the comment again. Hold on. So I commented, and he's really getting into Mark Knopfler now. And my comment was, the mark and measure of a great guitarist is not one that takes the spotlight with 1 million notes a minute, but rather one who complements the surrounding music with meaningful passages of beauty and grace. Mark Knopfler is such a guitarist. And I think that
perfectly.
I think I'm pretty proud of that. I think I kind of summed it up. I mean, as far as the way I think about it, not everybody thinks that way. Some people are million notes a minute type people. I'm not.
Right. And when it comes to guitar solos, and I know it's a movie song, Eastbound and Down from by Jerry Reed from Smokey and the Bandit, the guitar solo in that song is just amazing.
He's a great guitarist.
And if you can find that one on iTunes or Amazon Music, whatever it is you listen to, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Spotify, did I get them all?
Yep.
There's
streaming. Tons of them. There's tons of them.
So it's got it's a novelty movie song, more or less, but the guitar solo is just, I'm like, how does the guy do this? I play guitar more or less. What?
Another novelty music song along that same era, Every Which Way But Loose by Eddie Rabbitt. We could go down this rabbit hole like forever. Novelty songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Miss AA, we've run over time.
We get talking about guitars and stuff. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. So we should be back for number 10 next week. Is it 9 or 10? Yeah, 10.
Double digits. 10. 10.
You got 10 fingers, my dear. Use them.
10.
All righty, everybody. If you were here, thank you so much. If you're watching us on the replay, again, thank you so much. We love that you come and see us. If you got any suggestions for us for things to talk about, drop them. Let us know, because we'll cover just about anything, so long as it's not politics, because I really hate.
If you got any pet peeves, if you've got any gripes, if you've got anything that...
If you would like me to do a rant, give me the subject.
Yeah. In the meantime, though, we are in the midst of moving, and things might get to the point that they escalate very quickly. So we might have to postpone one or two, but we're hoping to keep on schedule. And just to let you guys know, we kind of enjoy this. So yeah,
we have a lot of fun with it. We love that you're here. We love that you come see us and participate with us or watch us on the replay and it's great. So suggestions, criticism, constructive, please. And subject. Well, you know what? I don't need haters.
Tim's sensitive.
No, I just get, you want it. Never mind. We'll stop there.
Okay. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and go. Hope you all have a great week / weekend. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Have a good
Tuesday.
day. All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Yep. Take it easy, everybody.